Ba-doom, boom, 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 ba-doom, ba-doom, boom, ba-doom, ba-doom. So, today we are on relationships. So, I have probably balanced my life into three categories for this as well. There's personal, which is sort of people at home in America, and friends and family. Then there's local, which are basically friends here where I plan social gatherings and events to see people. And then I would say event planning. Event planning is more specialized and is starting to turn more into career based relationships or networking. For the each of these categories, they're vital to me for my survival and my sanity. I tend to work on these and try to work on them in a way that keeps me sane. For family and friends, I'm poor at keeping in contact with as many people as I used to. I try to funnel all of my communication and contact between Monday through Friday because Saturday and Sunday I teach relatively close to 15 to 20 hours per week. My objective is to make it so that my teaching goes well and that there's not many problems. So sometimes I find myself in a bind or situation where I can't really communicate on those days. With that being said, I make probably 4 calls on average per week. I want to get that up to 5, but now I've made it a priority and a point to send out about 14 to 21 messages per week on Facebook to people to just like send out a weekly message. And I want to start doing that with my email as well. So that's something I've been working on just to keep more in touch with people. For local people here, I tend not to hang out and socialize as much because in the past, my habit was drinking. And if you're drinking that much, it's very difficult to function, especially at my current age. And since I am low on the health area, that's been my biggest battle. I want to start stepping up my health first before I go back to that pattern. A lot of the things that I try to do is usually see people one on one to have a deep chat and conversation, but I plan some big parties. So, like, I'll have 20 or 30 people come to a party per month. That way, I get to see everybody. Some people, it's not their MO, so I have to do private dinners with them. And those people are usually trying to network with. Maybe they know students that want to learn English. Maybe they put me in touch with people who know English. Those people I tend to bleed into this next category. So, for the third category that I've organized, this is when my work has achieved results. Like if I've done a very good marketing campaign, students are asking for interviews and those interviews result in purchases of classes. If that happens, then they tend to fall into this category. For next month, I plan to do a lot of events based around traveling to the US. I don't know what the situation will be when this posts, but at present, the US is not very welcoming to strangers or to foreigners traveling from foreign lands. I'm hoping that by the time that I get to this point, it will be. Right now, my biggest worry and concern is that America has a long way to go, and I'm hoping that we'll get through our problems in time for me to send people over to the U.S. to start visiting and seeing how marvelous of a country it is. But we'll have to see about that. Overall, I would say this being the first quarter of 2026, I've had a interesting start. Trying to really get a grasp on where I want to go and what direction I want to be is kind of the thing on my mind at the moment. I miss so many people, and making the realization that I've been teaching for 19 years is both wonderful and depressing because I haven't been home for 19 years. But at the same time, I feel as though my soul has been rewarded for all the students I've taught over my entire career. I feel the urge to go back. It is definitely drawing on me, but we'll have to see where I land. But if you enjoyed this, like, share, and subscribe. I'm thankful for everybody who's following this, and I'll try to get more real. Peace. Peace.